All right, how is everybody doing? Oh, my camera is a little. There we go. Cool. All right. Well, I got a few good topics. Well, is the music? No, it's music's on my end. Did I? Oh, I didn't even start on Switch. Oh, I might get banned. Whatever. Um, check two. That's actually pretty good. I'll take it. All right, so I'm just waiting for my buddy here to get on. We got a few topics I want to talk about today, but today's a Monday. It's not a Tuesday. No. I'm driving out to the main HQ tomorrow, um, and I'm just gonna be in the drive. So I figured out let me have just the stream today instead of tomorrow, or just skipping it altogether. I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to build a good rhythm behind these videos. So, um, updates. Let me see. Well, I have updates, but I'll wait for Jason to get in here. Uh, I got Oh, so I am definitely going to be getting the MacBook Air 15 inch. I'm just waiting on uh to be financially responsible. I'm saving up for it. So, you might see it on stream, or I might just kind of like, hey, Mac for a Windows guy, have a different angle, just kind of really change it up for a bit. Um, what else? Um, I had a few things. I just can't remember them right now. Man, I swear I have so many things going on. Memory's just foggy. I need more RAM. Um, for the most part, I think a lot of the stuff, oh, a lot of my stuff and my infrastructure is actually pretty solid right now. I'm really happy with it. I already specced out a few bits and pieces. I'm just gonna budget that out laptop first, because I realized my personal laptop doesn't last more than an hour off the wall. It used to last longer. Now it's not even close. The battery's just wasted. Honestly, that laptop is so old, it's not even worth it. I think it's like a Intel 6 gen. That's like, I bought that in what, 2017? Yeah, but in 2017. It's like 7, 8 years old almost. 7 years old. 6 or 7. I can't math. Um, so I got oh, I finally did an update finally to um to TrueNAS Scale. I need to apply an update on it, and God, that thing took forever to reboot. Forget how long reboots take on a server. Um, what else? That actually went pretty smooth, except for just the excruciating amount of time that it went through. Um, it's just advice for those that are running like actual server hardware. It takes like forever. It takes five ever. That's how long it takes. Um, you know what? I have a new catchphrase. Better to do it right than twice. I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere, but that's gonna be like my slogan for a bit. I had that conversation today on somebody that wanted to do something so jank at the office, and I'm like, no, no, you know what? Let's do it this way. It's better to do it right than twice. And I saw that. I was like, that is so good. And honestly, that is so true. So here in IT, and this is like, even you can apply this to anything, but at least I'll speak on the IT side of things because that's just my vertical. Um, we have a tendency of rushing things a lot and rushing things fast. And a lot of the times that rush just causes us to make mistakes, and just causes us to, just to rush and miss a step. So the whole process is really just slow down, go through a proper process, go through and think and analyze the entire situation before you actually just go ahead and just do things. I've had a tendency, and I was that guy where I would shoot first, ask questions later type of scenario, where I would just do things and then think about it after. And sometimes there's moments for that, but a lot of times you don't. And that was something for me that I had to actually go in and kind of figure out how to slow down, because it was just stupid. Like, stupid. I would make so many mistakes when I'm trying to rush things, and I'm here like building and then patching it up after, and it's just, man, let's just say that over time you learn the right way and the wrong way to do things. And that's exactly what it is. It's just, oh my god, what's in my eye? It's just a matter of going in and actually doing the doing it right. That's so critical. It's just do it freaking right, man. Because and the beautiful thing is that the people that are saying, "Oh, just do it like that," they're not the ones that are doing the job. They're just on the outside looking in. They're like, "Nah, dude, we're gonna do this the right way." And you know what? Nobody objected to it. There was no pushback. There was no nothing. Like, no, we're gonna do it right, not twice. So that is like that's my new little catchphrase. Doing just, it's gonna be my motto for a bit. I'm gonna probably be saying it a lot. um Besides that, I just got a few things here and there, just chugging along. I'm really debating on doing Windows 11 on my PC, my desktop. Once I get that Mac, I'm gonna be able to destroy my Hackintosh and get rid of it. And I might actually I'm thinking about actually leveraging the I think this computer has a TPM. I haven't even enabled it. And just go through it and run Windows 11, as much as I'm being very hesitant on it. There's a couple of features I'm intrigued on that I want to test out, and it could be some good content. There can be some just good mindset, good just good stuff in general, I think. And it's just stuff that I'm looking at. Ironic. So I was kind of curious. I started looking at my video analytics, and my most viewed live stream is about setting up a watch guard. So I think I found my next video. Even though I want to do Netbox. I think it's just actually those labbing videos actually were doing pretty good. So I might start doing that. The DHCP relays, I've turned those into videos already. But that one had 78 views. That's my most viewed live stream by far. Like, far. It's just I don't know. It's intriguing that a lot of people have interest in setting up a watch guard, and I'm pretty sure it's just people are setting it up for the first time and stuff like that. So I'm gonna probably make a video on it. It should be pretty easy for me to pump out, because I used to be a watch guard certified technician, and I know watch guards pretty much in and out. It's been 5 years since I actually messed with watch guard on a actual corporate level. I managed one or two on the side here. But it's intriguing, to say the least. I'm definitely gonna not only just jump on the hype train, but the main components that I'm just gonna look at is like, hey, how do you set up WatchGuard from scratch, and then figure out how I can mess around with the license and stuff like that. I have 2 WatchGuards. I can literally just set them up, no issues. Um, I would love to see if I can get some additional networking equipment so I can actually do like full blown like networking, like VLANs and all that stuff. Because I think that's where a lot of people don't know. And again, funny thing is that people ask me, like, I go on these conference call, like video calls and stuff like that with other people, and they always ask, "Hey, you do a podcast?" I'm like, I sort of do. And then my boss is like, "Yeah, he has. He's like our resident YouTuber." I'm like, come on, man. I only have 40 subscribers. But I think I can summarize exactly how this channel is. Like the vision behind it is things that I wish I knew when I started in this industry. Because now there's just so much more information. But for those that want to get into this field, what do you need to do and what do you need to find out? And for me, I'm constantly learning it. It's fantastic because I get to constantly learn something new every day. Like today, not today, like the last few weeks, I'm learning. Like strangely enough, I'm becoming more of a manager style, delegation and giving direction to the team and everything. So, I think it's just really a lot of it's a lot. There's a lot to learn, and you'll never stop learning. And like this is a job for people that want to discover and just poke around and prod around and like what happens if you do this? What happens if you do that? It's just this world this world. Well, yeah, no, this world of IT. It's almost never ending, and if you're passionate for it, there's always something new to learn. Kind of just that's what I love to do. Like I can't wait to have like a house with all the networking equipment that I want. Want to have my own VLANs and all that stuff, and I don't know. I enjoy what I do. I really do. And I think that's something that I think everybody should strive for. Find something that they love to do. Do something that makes you want to get out of bed. Like it's all you need to do. It's just it is what it is. So yeah, I'm seeing these things and I'm like, man, I can really just go back and really tinker around with this stuff. And the thing I've noticed is I kind of lose my drive for things if I run out of things to do here. Like I'm happy with my server setup right now. I'm happy with my Docker containers. I haven't found anything that's really made me like want to get up and do things. I want to set up and configure Authelia. It hasn't really like bit me enough to figure it out. I am also trying to work on getting Amazon stuff. That is something else that I am trying to work on, and I got people inside of Amazon that are helping me get some information that might be able to kind of help me out in getting some more information. I think that will probably be my next strike, I guess you can say. Because if I can really like get into like how do you do this in PowerShell and Lambda functions and stuff like that, and how you really orchestrate these massive things, not only for me, for you guys, it's gonna open up a lot of just an entire world. Beyond that, I'm looking for some new gear. Not really new gear. I'm just waiting on the just waiting, waiting for a good purchase. And memory is just the one thing that I'm looking at that I'm gonna need more of. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but TrueNAS is actually eating up a lot of memory, just running VMs and stuff like that. I mean, not just running VMs, just ZFS just naturally eats up memory like crazy. I want, like, before I rebooted my server and I did the patch and the updates, it was at I think 3 gigs free out of 64, and I'm like, what the hell? I need to find a way if I can control that, because that's just excessive. Can I not? Can I see more? There we go. Yeah, it goes, man. Yeah, something. Oh, wait, no, wait, no. It's just weird little things that just randomly hey, it goes from 11 gigs free to 6. I just don't get it. Yeah, memory it's not, just doesn't make sense. Oh, it is what it is. I was cleaning up my server closet and one of the drives I guess popped out and just gave me a disk error. Rebooted, cleared that out. Yeah, my next game plan is what I'm gonna do with my discs, because I really want to just have something that I know. Like, what is that I have? 6 terabytes right now? Yeah, like 6 terabytes is cool. But I don't know what I want. It's so complicated. What do I really want? It's not that simple. No. I need to start playing with Ansible too. It's just, I haven't, man, it's just so many things going on. It really is. Let me see, where's my VM that I've been building? Okay, I'm actually building a VM that I can remote into just in case when I need to I'm bored and I want to take around with stuff. Where is updates? I'm gonna patch the crap out of this thing. Alright, so updating, cool. Yeah, I was thinking also putting like all my VMs on an SSD. It's actually installing pretty fast. Alright, cool. What else? I think I'm gonna start going back to some coding sessions on stream. Like, hey, this is how you build stuff, and maybe when I get my Amazon stuff set up, and that'd be so cool. That'd be so much fun. I just like stream like maybe on like a random Friday or Saturday, just me prepping scripts and PowerShell and stuff like that, and just streaming that and how to do things. It's so much fun. I don't know. Let me see. I have to see what I'm gonna do with that. It's fun. I am such a freaking nerd. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I have this debate. And I want anybody that's actually watching this, that one guy on Twitch is watching this, which is probably a bot. I need to have this debate. So I'm gonna get the MacBook Air. I already know that I'm gonna get that. And I don't know why I keep on fighting between should I get the 8 gig model or the 16 gig model. I'm talking about memory. I'm already getting the 512 gig storage. Yeah, I'm gonna get the 512 gig storage. That's already $200 more. Do I really need 16 gigs? Now, at this moment, it might not bother me to even have more than 8 gigs. I might not even use it. I'm not doing anything heavy. I might do some light video editing. Like the video editing that I do here, like it's not heavily graphic wise, and they're like shorter than 15 minutes, honestly. The only thing that I'm more concerned is actually the disk space, and I can get an external storage for doing the video editing on it, like an external SSD or something like that. What else? So my debate is between 8 gigs and 16 gigs. And I'm thinking, and from what I'm reading, 8 gigs is more than enough for a lot of people. I might fit within that category because what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to be doing a lot on it. Mostly just video editing is the heaviest thing I'm going to be doing. Maybe some PowerShell, maybe some Python, maybe some PowerShell on Mac. That's not a bad idea. Well, you could do a PowerShell on Mac. Let you think about that one. Video series. I want to figure that out. I'm gonna call it sysadmin. That would be hilarious. Where I plan on like VS Code and stuff like that. I need to figure out where I'm gonna put like a Git repo. Am I gonna put it on GitHub, and am I just gonna put it in my internal GitLab, or like I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Too many things. I don't really need like a full CI/CD. I just need Git. So I might actually just put GitHub and call it a day. Oh yeah, it might be a good idea. I could share it with the community. It's not a bad idea. Weird. What else? But yeah, I'm gonna be doing like I'll probably have DaVinci Resolve. I might have maybe a couple games there like Factorio or something like that. That were the ones on the Mac native anyway, so I don't have to worry about any conversions. I might have like RDM, Remote Desktop Manager, or something similar like that running on mines as well. What else? There was something else I wanted to do on it. I might do some. I'm not a video. I don't like do photo editing or anything like that. But yeah, that's my thought process behind it. And I think he's finally back online. Jesus, that took him forever. Let's see. What else? Obviously, I have like your general Mac apps, iMessage, Photo, what's it called? Photo, FaceTime. Might watch like Plex on it. It's gonna look sweet on that screen. Let me think. What else? What was I looking for? Oh yeah, sorry. Jesus. Blanking out. Oh yeah, obviously I'm gonna use like Sidecar on, or what do they call it now? Stage Manager on iMac? I mean iPads? When I do music stuff on it, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get back into the music thing. I definitely needed a dock or a dongle. That's an unfortunate thing. I'm gonna need it. What else? Yeah, I already have actually a dock here that actually like for my desk. That works pretty good actually. I'm using it for work. It's amazing. Um, Geez, what else I was gonna do with it? You can tell I'm tired because I'm just blanked out. Oh man. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. A lot of things is just me maintaining and managing my servers, really. But I can do that with any computer. The Mac gives me so many opportunities for me to really test stuff. Things that I've never used before. I think it just opens up a whole new world of curiosity. A whole new world. um, and then I'm pretty sure that that's obviously like I get to use my Mac, my Time Machine backup on the server for that. Let me see. Oh, it releases tomorrow, if not mistaken. I'm still working on my server. Got so many updates to do. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I was waiting for this. I just couldn't justify getting that 13-inch model. Like I got it from my wife, and we ended up having to actually return it because we didn't need it anymore because they gave her one for work. And the screen was just so tiny. Like for me, my massive hands, that screen's too small. Now I'm hoping that's like the laptop itself is bigger. Like keyboard's a little bit more space. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hate the keyboard, but that's why it's gonna be a nice and beautiful review for somebody going from Windows to Linux. I could actually show all my my old laptops for almost 10 years. That'd be nice. Oh man, I got so many video ideas. Oh man. Hopefully I can actually shoot them. So much. Rarely have any time anymore. Let me see. Do they have like a picture of the keyboard? Yeah, they do. Yeah, it looks like it's a bit more bigger. Bit more bigger. Words are hard. Looks like it's a bit bigger. Just a smidge. Oh my goodness. The only thing I don't like is just the highway robbery when it comes to like upgrades. That's just straight up highway robbery. Like $200 for no. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. I like the fact that the charger brings two it's a dual USB-C port. So like I can charge my iPad or my phone at the same time. It's pretty neat. I like that. Braided cables. Honestly, I'm so done with like the cheap braided cables from Amazon. So I've bought like these like twice. And over time, they just die on the inside. Hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them. It's horrendous. All right, what else? So see, I will get this. Let me see if I can in the browser. Studio mode, browser view. And let me get my browser. Oof, almost locked myself. USB-C external hard drive. Wow, really? Wow, that's expensive. So now here, okay. So let me ask this. Let me ask this question. I can probably get an enclosure and a 1 terabyte SSD for like half the price, and I could probably swap the hard drives. Now, problem is, which one? So when you see, let me see external SSD. You see, that's convenient. It's very tiny. You see, this is $100 right here. You see, this makes no sense. It's just a value proposition at this point. There's USB 3.2. I'm assuming it's USB-C. Yeah, it is. So that works. You see, I'm just looking at something like this. Yeah, I was actually looking for something as well. I wonder where it is. See, the Sabrent 1 terabyte rocket for what? $90? That's tiny. And let me see. That's 1 terabyte. That thing's tiny. It's smaller than a credit card. That's crazy. There. What was the other thing I wanted to get? Where is it? Wish list. Okay. Yeah, I found another thing I wanted to do. I forgot. So I'm gonna get an HD tuner for my house. So I can plug it into Plex. So I can watch TV wherever I want. But yeah, I'm gonna get this one also because I'm gonna have actually like a gum stick that I'm going to have just thrown there, and might as well just convert it to an enclosure. $18. Just might as well. Actually, I'm gonna have two by the time I'm done because I'm gonna have my old laptop that's just collecting dust there, and that one has I think 512. Oh man, so many things. And then I found the CPU for $9, 2650 V2 for $9. I get to double my freaking core count. Now the only thing that sucks is the memory is almost $80. This is what I'm looking at. This Ugreen 7-in-1. All right, we're going to bring in the Hacker Man. If I can find the button for podcast, there it is. Transition. And we are live. What's going on, Jason?
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Man, you know what's funny? Right before I started the stream, I was actually telling the stream that right now. You know what was my most watched live stream?
Which one?
Setting up a watch guard.
Do you blame them?
No, so that kind of gave me the chase the views. I'm gonna load up an old watch guard and say, how do you set it up from scratch? And I'm gonna do a video on it. That should be pretty easy. I need to get freaking managed switches, man. I need to get that so I can do the VLANs, because that is going to be like the freaking. That's gonna be sweet.
Seriously, let me see.
Oh, you're gonna look up the videos?
Yeah.
You know what's the second most viewed video?
The latest video was 2 years ago. So, well, 3 months ago.
Okay, that's not that bad, but it's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Interesting. You know what's my second most video?
Server core?
Story time.
Oof.
Remember that one?
Yeah. Wait, which one?
You forget the one that you woke me up at 2 in the morning because the server never came back online.
Oh yeah.
That one I think it's like 30 views or something like that. The watch guard one has 78. It's just some ridiculous number. It's by far it is my most viewed live stream by like triplicate. 78 views in comparison to 20.
Oof.
So yeah, people are looking into it, man. So I might just chase the views and see what happens.
What time do you leave tomorrow?
I think I'm leaving at 6.
Oh,
6 or
you're
7.
working. You're working tomorrow.
Oh, I work tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got too many things to do. So, ironically, I was watching the video before the live stream of that story time, and guess what we're gonna get? To finally replace that server.
Exactly.
Almost a year and a half later.
They just don't know there's a story time part 2 that it happened again.
Oh,
they just don't know. It's just that this time I wasn't a part of it.
Yeah, it's more like, hey, I got this alert. Can somebody go to the office? Our freaking boss is like, yeah, I'll go. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Well, this one I couldn't save the world on this one. This server died. But the Lich King is dead. But the World of Warcraft did not die with him.
Just died.
I actually am very surprised that I was able to get that up. I have no idea how I was able to recover the servers. I have no idea how I was able to pull the VIPs. I have no idea. All I know is that I'm like, if I push this button, in theory, it should work. And the theory worked. That's all I'm going to say. I'm so glad that we're finally submitting that PO so we can buy that damn thing. That's all I know. And that is going to be like chapter over, next story. Done. So, I know you're short in time. So am I. I got a basketball game that I want to finish watching, and I'm ready to get my heart hurt again. We already know it's the Heat versus the Nugs. Oh Lord, it's tied.
bro.
We're up by 10. All right, fine, whatever. Um, the first thing that we wanted to talk, like, kind of like blitz through, is you said it was Linux flavors, cloud, and scripting. Those are the three topics you wanted to hit today. Which one do you want to hit first?
Let's start off with Linux.
Okay, so the flavors. Which one's your favorite? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, cookies and cream.
I can't believe you asked me that.
I know yours is gonna be Cali.
Can't believe you're asking me that.
Yeah, I know yours is Cali. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm kind of
Not gonna lie, but not gonna lie. Centos grew on me, but I mean, it's no longer Centos anymore. It's it's Rocky, but
yeah,
it grew on me. I'm not gonna lie.
let me tell you something. My first Linux was Raspbian. Raspbian OS, also called was it called Raspbian? Yes, it was
Really?
Raspbian before they changed it to Raspberry Pi OS or something like that.
You know what mine was because I'm a noob. Ubuntu.
Oh yeah, well you know that Pi OS is Raspberry Pi. Raspbian is based off of Debian, which is what Ubuntu is based off of. So yeah, I think like everybody's gateway drug to Linux is like Ubuntu. Now,
Seriously.
they say it's a gateway drug, but it's not. Like, don't knock it. It's actually really good. I ran my home lab on that for a while.
What is it on now? It's on Rocky, right?
Nah, man, it's on TrueNAS.
It is.
It's on TrueNAS, but does the Linux inside of the ones that are running Docker, and also the one that's running Prometheus and Grafana, and that's all Rocky Linux. I have 2 Rocky Linux and a Debian. And a Debian's because I need to have a Home Assistant OS. And that when it's an orchestrated Docker container. Long story. Look it up. It's very weird. Supervised, look for Home Assistant Supervisor or something like that. I forgot what it's called. It's very weird. You have to run it on a specific version of Linux. You have to have a specific thing. There's a specific order of things. Once you do that, it just freaking works. So I'm kind of like I haven't done a full deep dive on Arch Linux, like Manjaro. I think Manjaro is based on Arch Linux, and I haven't really done a lot on that. I've done Pop OS, which is based on Ubuntu. I've done obviously CentOS, Ubuntu itself.
How do you feel about Fedora?
Fedora, if I'm not mistaken, it's almost the same flavor as the new Amazon Linux that came out. That's another one that I've used, and I like Amazon Linux. I was actually telling the stream, I'm working on getting like a community version of Amazon. Like they have like a creator version. I'm working on trying to get into that program. Bro, if I get into that program,
how do you get it?
It's right now it's a wait list. But this I got contacts.
I mean,
so let's put it this way: if I get into that, you know that my content's gonna shift immediately over to like Amazon stuff. Immediately.
I like Fedora because I like the rapid release cycle.
Yes. Now the problem is that with rapid release cycle, the changes you have to be more careful with the change that you do.
Hey, we do it with Windows.
You hurt my heart, bro. Why you hurt me like that?
I like I also like the GNOME desktop environment as well. I don't know if you ever seen
GNOME?
Fedora. Yeah.
Yeah, I've used GNOME. I'm not a fan of it. I like honestly, if you really want to get to like Linux flavors, I did a stream on this. I did like 3 or 4 Linux flavors. I did Elementary OS. I did Pop OS, which honestly I love Pop OS. Mint. I think also did Ubuntu. And what was this last one? There was one that I really loved the desktop, and I don't remember what it was. I can't remember now. But I've tried all of those, and honestly, like Pop OS is probably like the most user-friendly one out of all of them, and then the next one will be Linux Mint. I think I tried
So,
Manjaro. That was the other one. I think it was Manjaro,
I like
which is based
Fedora
off
because
Kali.
of yeah. I like Fedora simply because of like the security and stability. Basically, Fedora is the reason I looked into SE Linux.
Yeah, but
What?
notice you're showing your bias, man. What is your specialty?
System
What's your
administration.
specialty? Yeah, BS. Hold on, let me call that on you, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Nah, man. But yeah, the okay. So here's the thing. Like, I knew that yours is gonna be like a Kali Linux type of
Mhm.
thing. It was expected. Come on. If your insecurity was the first thing you do, you're gonna do freaking Kali Linux.
The
Her. That's like, hey, you're a Windows admin. What are you running? Mac.
but the thing is, a lot of people. So this is where you access security professional. What's your favorite? Paris Security or Kali Linux? A lot of people aren't too
Parasecurity?
Paris Security. It's like you never heard of Paris Security? Seriously?
No, never mind. I have. I
Okay,
have.
okay, okay.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm not into it, but I know enough.
Yeah,
Like, it's been a while. Like, if I've heard
it's,
about that one.
yeah, it's based on Debian.
Is it
It's based. Yeah, it's based on Debian.
interesting? At first, you have my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Oh my God! At
Yeah,
that
but go ahead.
point, it's just you just you just have to choose. You don't lose picking either or. You just have
You
to
don't.
choose.
It's just now. It's gone to the point that it's preference. It is
Yeah.
110% preference now. You don't have to pick because of the skill set. You only
The
get to
only
pick what you want. And that
yeah.
really honestly, it's such a we live in such a world.
The
But
only
no,
thing
like
is
it's just so good. It's so good for the community.
yeah. The only thing is parasecurity. So parasecurity basically you can surf the dark net.
Securely.
No, come on. Sure. It basically includes a Tor network and like different
Yeah.
privacy focused apps by default. Like, and Kali doesn't do that. Like
Yeah.
you could browse the Tor you could browse the darknet anonymously. Huh? What?
But let me tell you
What?
why that might be a bad thing. You can't customize it.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure if you get Kali Linux straight out of the box, you can put your own
Hmm.
Tor browser, you can put Opera, you can put Brave, you can put Firefox, you can
That's
put
true.
Chromium. Heck, if you wanted to get stupid, you can install Edge on it. Why would you install Edge?
Oh
But
my
you can
gosh.
actually customize and load your own set of software
Mhm.
instead of using the pre-baked one. That
That's true.
is where Linux is so good.
But parasecurity doesn't use GNOME.
No, yeah, it probably uses what KME or something like that. I forgot
Something
what
like
it's called.
that. I don't remember the name. Doesn't use
So
GNOME at all.
let's switch topics onto the next one, and I'm gonna let you pick. Do you want to do scripting or cloud? Because those two are my world right now.
We
Which
can
door do you
intertwine
want to
them.
choose? Blue pill
We
or
can
red pill?
we can intertwine them.
We could. I could segue them easily. You just tell me which one you want to start with.
Let's start off with cloud.
Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and start this one because I'm gonna immediately go biased. I can't be biased.
I mean, I'm biased too, but
What do you want to do? The pros and the cons? Do you want to do like feature set? Use cases, like the world of cloud. Like, go ahead, pick your poison.
bro, it's just that. Like, let's think about the cloud services that aren't widely used like DigitalOcean or VMware Cloud or IBM, IBM Cloud or Oracle.
There's a
Bro,
reason
because
why they're not a lot. They're not used a lot.
bro,
Well, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna knock it because I haven't tried it. That's just not fair. Now, there's a reason why Amazon's the best. There's a reason why they're the king of the cloud. They're the one that rain on everybody's parade. No pun intended.
yeah,
But honestly, if you really want to look at feature parity, Amazon and Azure are pretty damn close. If you honestly mess with the tools enough, they are close.
they are close. They just have different naming conventions, but they are close.
Yeah, but that's the same thing with naming. This is the topic we had last week. We were saying how people fudge titles to get the same thing but in a different way.
That's
It's the
That's
same
true.
exact thing. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's true.
So here. Okay, so feature set aside, why would you? Let's say that you, sir, are the new CISO, and the CTO says, "Hey, we're going cloud." Give me one reason why I wouldn't.
Why you
I
wouldn't go
just-
cloud?
I just flipped it on you real quick. Why wouldn't you? Look, I'm CTO, you're CISO. Let's play this game.
Uh-huh.
Why wouldn't we go cloud? I want to go cloud. I want to go to Amazon. Why wouldn't we?
At that point, huh.
You never thought about it
Yeah,
like
but-
that,
yeah,
did you?
But if you think about it, you're okay. At that point, you're just looking at it as from a
Risk assessment.
a paranoid, exactly paranoid standpoint, where you're thinking about, oh my gosh, data breaches or data loss, because
And all of that is preventable.
don't
by the way.
because don't get me wrong, cloud services cloud providers, they typically have redundant like systems and backups, but it's still a possibility of data loss. It's still a possibility. And then you're looking at compliance and legal issues, then shared infrastructure. You're thinking about, okay, what if something goes down? Lack of control. That's why I said paranoia comes from lack of control. You're not controlling your own systems. And then, yeah. And then,
Why wouldn't we? Give me a good reason why to not go in the cloud. Because it's very easy for anybody to sell
it's
you.
not.
Go
It's
to
not
the
good.
cloud.
It's not good to have all eggs in one basket in the cloud.
Why
it's
not
better-
multiple clouds?
Ew.
You want diversity?
Why not just go hybrid?
Bingo.
Hybrid
That
hybrid is better.
is-
You don't have all your eggs in one basket.
Notice that we're almost hybrid.
Yeah, we're basically hybrid.
We're
We are
basi-
hybrid.
We're on the logical level. We're hybrid.
Yeah,
On a
We're right.
on a logical hybrid.
we're
Now-
right where we need to be.
Now, here's the thing that I find. This has been the conversations that I've been having. Why go with cloud? We have data governance laws.
True. GDPR. So
Oh,
many.
we have our infrastructure is in an island and internet is not that reliable. Oh, we have very strict internal policies and procedures. I can't fix policies and procedures. That's just company doesn't want to grow. Now, I can immediately defend all of those easily. Data governance, 9 times out of 10, there will be a service that will allow you to run it with data governance in mind. Why? Because Amazon
That's
wants
true.
that money. That's one. Two, oh, the latency. You have a DR site on your on-prem. Or if you really want to get saucy, you can trench your own line. If you really want to, you can run your own fiber between the sites and you'll be fine. It's expensive.
Mhm.
Expensive, but if you really, really, really need it, you can do it. So, yeah. The next thing where everybody's the one that I love hearing is the guys that are already in-house IT going to the cloud.
What do you mean?
Give me a second. Where the heck did this go? Sorry. There we go.
Mhm.
I have conversations of people that are just paranoid of the cloud because they're afraid that they're going to lose their jobs.
See, that's the problem. If you don't stay up to date, you're gonna lose your job. Just think about it. Think about it. You're a system administrator.
I am a
companies-
system administrator.
I know, but let's say you're an old school system administrator, stuck in your ways. Has the company been stuck in their ways? Company gets a new CIO, CTO director that says, "Hey, let's go to the cloud. We plan on going to the cloud in 2 years' time. So you have 2 years to learn. Are you gonna?
That's
are
it.
you
That's
gonna-
very ambitious.
Are you going to
Sabotage it?
No,
Yes.
gain new knowledge. Gain new knowledge and learn and deal with this migration and keep your job and possibly get a pay raise and possibly get a new knowledge just in case they do let you go.
Getting a
You could
new
go
skill set.
getting a new skill set, or you're gonna complain and be stuck in your ways, get outsourced, and now the company doesn't need you. Because I can get a dedicated help desk, give him the system administration position, pay him less, and have him do the the internal work
Internal network.
and outsource my cloud team
Oh,
and save
100%.
costs instead of keeping you and have you complaining and saying, well, I just need my raise, I didn't want to go to the cloud, stuck in your ways.
Now, here's the fun stuff. Previous jobs that I've had have never gone to the cloud. You know what's funny? Their infrastructure was all physical.
Horrible. That's horrible. And they're
Why?
hosting people.
Yes?
You
Oh
see?
my god, yes.
So now Hurricane comes
my
in
God.
what?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I have a disaster recovery plan. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Can I tell you a story really quick?
hmm
So I was in charge of the infrastructure at a co-location at my old MSP. And I told them, hey, we should be doing this smarter. We should be using VLANs. Yeah, no, we need to do this. Bro, I was like, we have how many servers here? 1, 2. We had like 5 different environments there. And they were all intertwined. But no. Sorry, they're not intertwined. They're not intertwined. They had their own port on the firewall.
That's true.
Like each individual, like I was like, wait. I look back at it and I'm like, I had the right mindset, but the poorest approach. Because now with VLAN tagging, at the time we didn't have an infrastructure large enough to actually leverage VLANs.
Really?
No, like
So-
all our customers were small. All our customers were like 10 users per site.
Oh, you don't have
They're
to do
tiny.
that.
Yeah, there was no need. But our freaking colo that we had like 5 or 6 customers in, they
Mhm.
should have been VLAN. 100% should have been VLAN.
Yeah,
Man, I could have gotten so much more out of that.
that's true.
Man, missed opportunity. But you know what? I told them we need to do this. We need to do this. They never did it.
That's true. That's
But
true.
that
is so
man,
true.
it's funny. I had a conversation with him like maybe a couple years after I left,
Mhm.
and I'm like, dude, you gotta go to the cloud. No, you got. Oh yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. It was
People-
always the yeah, no.
People hear cloud and just think of more money.
No, they get
More money.
intimidated.
That too, because you have to pay more money to come have someone do all your work.
You gotta pay to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know how efficient one very good cloud guy is? A
Exactly.
very, very good cloud guy would pay for itself.
I'll never forget last company I worked at. They had one Citrix architect. And he taught the rest of us Citrix. Then when we were migrating from Azure, well, we were on-prem. Azure is like basically how we are now, internally used.
Yeah.
But when we were migrating over from to AWS, they hired one architect. Not hired him, contracted him, helped us with the migration, and taught us everything we needed to know. And everything else, he's just learning. One thing I'll never forget, my coworker said, and I'm pretty sure you can agree on this. You spend 1 week watching AWS videos, you can be like an AWS cloud help desk. Simply because as much information is there on YouTube or just even reading. And that's my thing. I hear a lot of people trying to break into tech. They're paying thousands of dollars for these courses. It's like, why? YouTube is free.
Dude, what do you think my content is geared for? What do you think I built this channel
it's
for?
free.
Man,
It's
you know what's
free.
funny? What's funny? I had this conversation with somebody. I don't remember who it was. Because every time that I go into a video call, they always see this mic and they always like, "Oh man, you look like a YouTuber. You look like a podcaster." I'm like, "Well, I do." And like our COO, he's like, "Yeah, he's our resident YouTuber." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I have 40 subscribers if that counts for anything." But they were like, "Oh, so what type of content do you do?" I'm like, honestly, I thought of the answer at the moment, and it was the most genuine answer, and it's actually 100% right. And I actually mentioned it earlier in the stream. I built this YouTube channel to be the things that I wish I knew when I started.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I forgot to tell you this earlier today. I have a new motto. And I'm
What?
going to be echoing this across the team. It's better to do it right than twice.
That's true, no matter how long it takes.
It's better to do it right than twice.
What do you think about Jamf?
I already looked into it.
You don't like it?
It overlaps with what we already have.
Really? So
Mm-hmm. It
Really?
overlaps. It overlaps. I already looked into it. I already went down this rabbit hole. You're going down the rabbit hole I went to a few years ago. It's for what we would use, it overlaps with what we currently have. 1, 2, there's a lot of features that we'll never use. And it's a lot more expensive.
Or I was gonna say, can we get like
It's a lot more
a bare metal just used to?
It's all in the cloud. I've looked into it. Honestly, what we have right now is best, and it's perfect. It's perfectly enough for us.
Yeah.
So honestly, we're not doing anything extremely fancy. We just gotta leverage the tools the right way, which that just makes us more resourceful, honestly.
Yeah.
So just another opportunity for us to learn new things. So to go on to the last topic, scripting. So, funny enough,
Talk to me about CLI. No, I'm kidding. I'm
talk
kidding.
nerdy, talk nerdy. So here's the thing:
Huh?
how powerful is it to know scripting? And I will explain it to you in this little story. So I had to build 10 to 12 servers,
Right.
Windows, all of them. I had to join them to the domain, rename them, and built out an RDS farm. Now, mind you, if you recall, this is an RDS farm that we have to use SQL Server to build a broker's high availability. Remember that story?
Mm-hmm.
The one that I could not find anywhere on the internet, and I was able to do it, and I documented it.
All you had to do was change, I believe.
No, there was a few things. To say the least, the steps that you need to do is you need to build a SQL Server. In our case, we're using Microsoft. We're using AWS RDS for SQL Server.
Right.
You build that out. You build it out in a multi-AZ, which is high availability.
Mm-hmm.
You build that out, and you configure your. You have to install a SQL Server client or SQL native client onto the brokers. After you configure the brokers, there's a specific string that you have to put in for the database. You have to put it in a certain way, and you have to do it in a certain format. And you have to create a database inside of that SQL Server that you just built in RDS. After you do that, you point that SQL connection over to on the broker, and immediately it converts it to high availability. It's easy once you know how to do it. It's complicated
Do it if you don't know how to do it.
It
Especially
took me
with-
months to
Especially
figure it out.
with documentation not being
Nobody, bro. I told
nobody documented the way to do it.
remember I told you, I'm like, there has to be a way to do this. I'm like,
Right.
this logically has to exist, and I did not
Right.
find any documentation. Heck, you even went to a forum and you said that people were telling you it's not possible.
Mm-hmm.
And you ended up telling them, yes, it's possible. I remember.
Create an account like excuse me. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's possible, bro. Honestly, okay. So to tell you that whole thing, I built out those 10 servers. I created a highly available RDS farm and everything else that is entailed in 4 hours.
So let me ask you.
Now, I could have taken it even further. I probably automated in 2. But given that I was like building and I was like rushing, I'm like, I have to build this manually. And I think I built out the domain controllers first. And I'm like, there has to be a way to make this easy. So I pulled up an old script of mine. Well, not an old script, sorry. No, actually I did. I pulled up an old script of mine. I removed like the really like non-necessary stuff. I grabbed a couple of things. I added a few other things. I ran it once. I found an error, modified it twice more, ran it again, and it was just and this is, mind you, this is on Amazon. Loading the instance, joining it to the domain, renaming it according to what I launched in the EC2 launch instance screen. Automatically renaming it, and then restarts the computer with a new name, new everything. All I had to do is, after it was all done, go into the domain controller, add all the servers, and start building out the RDS farm. It took me, honestly, if I really wanted to try, I could have probably done it in 2 hours. Maybe 1 hour if I figure out how to automate the building of the RDS environments on in PowerShell. 10 servers.
So let me ask you. If I'm a new kid on the block, not new. I've been in IT for 3 years. 4 years, 4 years. And I say, hey, any advice on how to learn scripting? What would you tell me?
Which language?
PowerShell.
I knew you were gonna say that because that's my strength.
Mhm.
So
Seriously.
first things first. First things first. Open up. Learn VS Code. That's your number one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have videos on like a little bit of VS Code on how things work in VS Code.
Right.
Second, freaking break your head and learning how the functions work and how all the everything goes. All the sequences of commands. Figure out how they respond. Once you figure out
Right.
the response, learn how variables function. Once you have variables, learn how data sets work. Once you have data sets, start experimenting with if, else, do until, do while, and start going through all of those. Switch. What is this other one? If else, do until, do while.
So if I'm like, hey, it's a variable. What's the switch? Now what?
That is where you need a teacher.
Really?
I will tell you, my previous lead,
Right.
the one that we were the dynamic duo. We were the Bash brothers. We moved our entire AWS infrastructure between ourselves. Us two moved all those servers. We built it. We were the Bash brothers. I was a master at the networking, most of the networking components and the server components. The guy was just a bookworm. He read something and he knew it from back to end.
Oof.
He knew it. Like he would read and he's like, this doesn't make any sense. The book doesn't say it. He was a like letter of the law type of guy. He and we built the entire stuff, but he had a programming background. He taught me how to script, but he taught me not how to script, how to think in scripting. What were data sets? What were variables? Switches, cases, functions. All of this stuff I've learned in the last 5 years. And a lot of it attributed to what he gave me when I was trying to write that program that I wrote in the company. That one little C# program, I learned how to script because of that, of writing an application. Because once I understood the fundamentals, I was like, I know Kung Fu. That's it. Because honestly, scripting is programming watered down. Watered down. 100% watered down.
Yeah?
Yes. Scripting is literally a watered down version of programming. I can actually write a program in PowerShell. You can actually create a program in PowerShell. You could. Actually, some of the AWS tools that you run, they're programmed in PowerShell or Python.
That's true. So how good do you know Python?
I'm getting there.
You getting there?
I'm not as polished as PowerShell. That's why I keep on defaulting to PowerShell, because it's just, I'm so well versed in it that it's just, I just naturally gravitate back to it. So it's just, there's nothing.
So you're using something that's converting Python into PowerShell?
No.
How are you doing it?
I'm learning. I'm reading it. I know how to read.
Oh,
I know how to
okay.
read languages. I know how to
Right.
read what something happens or what something does in Python and Bash, and I can convert it to PowerShell because I just know how to do it. Done it. I don't know how many times. So the whole thing is, a lot of it is figure out how it functions. What is it that you want to do? Know the inputs and the outputs and the values that you want to gather, and then just start writing. And honestly, a lot of the times it's just run it and see what breaks. Data sets are the most important when it's like strings, arrays, integers, tables, floating point. Those are a Boolean. Those are the biggest things that you have to learn. It was one thing that I couldn't wrap my head around until I started seeing it in action. Once I saw it and I realized that these things are just ways of reading certain functions, like reading data, and you treat it as data and not just strings, changes the game. Then you start figuring out, okay, I can create an entire table within a variable, and I can select that specific one. If I use in PowerShell, it's like $variable dot, and that's basically selecting the column or the value or the table, and it will give you that value that you're looking for. That knowing that information and knowing how to output it is so valuable that I honestly, nobody could have explained it, and he did. And honestly, like, I was so sad when he left, guys. He was like the little brother. I was way older than him.
Really?
He was my little brother. Yeah, he was like my little brother there, and we were literally just tearing it apart. There was nothing that we literally, like, me debating. You can ask my boss about it. Like, how hard would these two guys go at it? And we're like, we'll literally be debating naming conventions for 5 hours. But you know what? When we were done, we had something polished. Why? Because we challenged each other's thought process and ideas, and that's what made me so much better and made me better faster. And that's why I'm like, I took that and I take it with everybody. I'm like, challenge me on this. Take me on this. Challenge me on this. And I'm like, what do you think? One of the things I'm like, hey, figure out a flaw in this thought process, or a rubber duck session. I need to bounce this idea. Why? Because if my idea is challenged and there is actual resistance in saying like, hey, you found this hole here, you found this hole there, guess what? You're just refining it to make it better. And that is so critical. I honestly, that's one thing I look for. Somebody is willing to challenge me and not be afraid of being wrong or right just because I have, I don't know, X amount of years of seniority and I know a lot of stuff. Dude, I get stuff wrong a lot and I'm okay with it. That's why we have discussions.
True.
That's the reason why having a well-rounded team is so important. Having a very diverse skill set is important. And anybody that says, "Oh, I'm the smartest guy in the room," has very big fish mentality. Like, I'm the big fish and everybody around me is a small fish. That's not the right way to lead a team.
Nah, you always have to be. It's never good to be the smartest guy in the room. You'll never learn.
You know, okay. So I'm pretty like up there. I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm up there.
Right.
I find ways to find myself get better. Like, you see me, like, I come over with this Amazon thing. You're like, where did this come from?
This.
But that's because I don't like settling for just good enough. I've never been that. I'm like, I'm going to be the freaking guy, and I'm gonna be that guy no matter what. And honestly, it's gotten me to where I'm at, and I just turned 39, and I have a pretty successful career in IT so far. And I'm not just the guy like that has the ideas, but I have the guy that motivates other guys. Like, I have a team that circle, like, they gather around my thoughts and they gather around the mindset. And that only comes with, one, the years of being able to prove, hey, this is a good idea. And two, willing to listen to everybody else. It's not just I know and that's it.
Yep.
You can't be the know-it-all. Nobody likes a know-it-all. But if you know the answer and you can debate me on it, I expect you to debate me on it. That's why... Oh, did this thing pop out? This thing stopped already. Oh, God. There goes Discord again. Crap. Damn, Discord, I swear. Where the heck is it? Oh, boy. And... Oh, we lost him for a second. Discord strikes again.
I was wondering what happened.
Yep, hang on. I'm popping it out again. There we go. Oh, you disappeared. You're fading in and out of the matrix. So this is why I think like the biggest thing is having a culture. And this is why I hire. It's like this is my hiring process. Does your attitude and does your approach fit the culture? And honestly,
Right.
I'm also looking to hire people that do have a different set of skills. I told this to my other boss. I told him, I'm hiring, but I'm hiring to complement the skills that we already have existing. I don't want to have somebody that has skill parity. I want, what do you bring to the table that's different from us two? And he's like, fair enough. That's just, I can't, if I have a group of me's, we only can get good enough to a certain level. But now you
Right.
have diversity. Like I have a you, I have a me, I have 3 other guys that have different set of skill sets, different mindset, different mentality, different vision, different method of looking at things.
Mhm.
You have a good team. And once you have a good team, dude, you can accomplish anything.
That's true.
I have one question for you, and we'll wrap up this podcast. 8 gigs or 16 gigs?
What am I using it for?
So
Seriously.
you know that I'm gonna get the new MacBook 15-inch, the new one that's coming out tomorrow. I'm not gonna get it tomorrow. I'm getting it soon. But I'm debating on getting the 8 gig model and 512 gigs of storage, or the 16 gig model and 250 gigs 6 gigs of storage.
Do you need
I-
16 gigs though?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Do I
8
need
gigs,
so
8 gigs, 500 and what
512?
storage?
Yeah, half a terabyte of hard drive, 8 gigs of RAM. Remember, this is an Apple Silicon one. It's an ARM.
I'm going 8 gigs.
You see?
I'm sorry. I'm going 8 gigs.
And here, and the only reason why I'm asking this, because I was asking this right before you got on stream.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be doing video editing. My videos, I'm gonna be doing it on the M1 because it's
So you
just it's significantly better.
So you need
However,
the storage.
That's why I need the storage. I'm actually gonna get an external hard drive as well. It's an external SSD just for me to have like the scratch disk and stuff like that. Now, I'm not gonna do very heavy editing. I'm not doing like visual effects or anything like that. My videos are very clean and very simple. They're just a lot of jump cuts.
Right.
So I don't need a lot of memory. But it's the F word, future proofing. Would I need it in the future? Because remember, Apple Silicon, you can't upgrade the memory because it's on the SoC. So is the hard drive too. So it's a double. But the only thing different is that on the hard drive, you can just put an external hard drive.
But 8 gigs is more cost effective. But then you say you're gonna be using video editing.
The video editing 16 gigs is gonna get me enough. Like 16 gigs, I'm gonna have so much like overhead, it's not gonna be an issue. Now, the only reason why I think I'm just gonna go 8 gigs 512, apparently memory management on a Mac, on Apple Silicon, is significantly more efficient than
But-
the Intel based.
But if you're doing video editing, you may need 16 gigs though.
Not
But
really.
Then again,
It just
but
slows.
then again,
It just slows your rendering time. That's all it does.
but then again, are you going to be editing like heavy, like weekly? Nah, right?
Well, weekly, no. Weekly, honestly, frequency doesn't matter because I can offload the project onto my on my server on an external hard drive. It's
Right.
irrelevant.
Um,
It's the video itself. Am I doing a lot of special effects? Which I really don't. If I do anything, I do green screens. I do
Right.
jump cuts. I do very small overlay stuff, but all of
Mhm.
it's like green screen layers. It's not heavy, and they're not
Man,
really complicated like motion graphics or something like that.
just get a NAS and call it a day.
I already have one.
Oh, you see, you won. You get the 8 gig, 512, save money, and you still get your Mac.
That's fine, dude. Have you seen the 15-inch model?
Yeah,
It's coming out tomorrow.
exactly.
Man.
So, bro,
I was waiting on this. I have been waiting for the 15-inch MacBook Air, because man, I told you I got my wife one, and I ended up having to return it because we didn't need it. And I was like, man, this is so. And I told my wife asked me like, don't you just keep it? I'm like, well, one, it's pink. Two, the screen is way too small. And honestly, I would rather get the newer model, even though it's a small upgrade, like performance-wise. I'd rather get the newer model because there's just the longevity. And honestly, I want that blue. I want the midnight blue.
That's true.
Nice. Honestly, everything just will match at that point. I have the phone, the watch, and then the MacBook.
Bro, I've been trying to not. I've been trying. I've been wanting an Apple Watch for a while.
Dude, you can get one for like $300.
Yeah, of course. No, my thing is, I want the new one. I want the Ultra. Oh, it's
You
nice
don't need the
though.
Ultra, man.
It's nice
don't.
though.
You don't need it.
It's nice though. It got a big
It's
face.
nice. Yeah.
It's like a Rolex.
Yeah, but dude. Okay. See, this is where I start saying,
I won't buy a Rolex, but I'll buy
Go.
Apple Watch.
well, you could probably afford like 6 Apple Watches before you pay for a Rolex.
Seriously.
Bro, honestly,
Oh my
I
God.
saw that. I'm like, okay, it looks nice, but
And
honestly,
then, I seen it on our boss's wrist. I was like, ooh, I should steal it right now.
yeah, one of the guys in my church has it. And I look at it, I'm like, that looks nice. Like,
It
no
looks
lie,
nice.
it does look nice. It looks
then-
like,
And then he changed the band on it. It looks like a watch, and I'm like, it's nice. He was like, yeah, I changed it. 'cause
you know,
he
you
liked
can do
it.
that with this watch, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, I've changed this
course.
one. But
You
honestly,
did, because you had a black band before.
blue. It's right here.
Yeah, that's the one you had. Yep.
Yeah, I changed it up for this one just to have something different. This is actually an Apple One, like actual Apple branded one. I wanted to get the elastic one. It was $120. I was like, no, dude. I was like, no,
Nope.
man. My wife is like, get it. I'm like, you know what I could do with $100 for a freaking band? I can go to
Exactly.
Amazon and buy 100 of them.
Exactly.
And
They
it
have
was-
them on
that was
Amazon.
highway
Don't worry
robbery.
about it.
Yeah, I was like, this is highway robbery. It's like, well, get this one. I'm like, all right, I'll get this one just because I like the color, like just the color itself, the
And
design.
you know,
That's
you know,
it.
it's
It was
annoying.
$50.
It's annoying because I have a friend that works at Best Buy, and they're able to get a huge discount on things, except for Apple products, and I'm just like, oh,
Yep,
like
you gotta
these-
work.
these-
You gotta work at an Apple store.
Yep, these headphones I have, they're the XM5s, the Sony XM5s. They're like $4 something out the box. Got them for $200.
Bro, retail, you get some stupid discounts.
You get some
But,
stupid discounts,
Man, my friend used to work at Best Buy. I would get some discounts too. I
bro.
miss those. I miss those days, bro.
Seriously.
Nah,
My
but
girl's talking about she wants the Apple,
Oh, the Max.
whatever. $600 for that. I heard it's not even that much of a good quality.
It's not. Honestly, you want to know? Sounds good, if not better than that,
what? Yeah.
man. You know
Is
what?
it-
I've been using these because remember I told you that mine's got washed. These
Yeah.
are the new AirPod Pros 2.
Oh,
I
those. Oh,
forgot.
yeah, I could tell. Yeah, they are
Yeah,
the
these are the
generation.
two.
Because the charger's on the side.
Well, no, that's not the charger. That's a hook
No?
and loop. That's a little like thingamabob. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, okay.
The
okay.
charger's in the bottom, but the thing is that it has a speaker.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you got them for a
they,
discount, didn't you?
yeah, I got them on like for 190 or something like that. I forgot. I got a
Oof.
really good discount on it. Got on a good sale.
Oof.
But the thing is that I forget how good these things are. I really are. I really like. I was like, whoa. And the thing is that it's been a while since I used them on a daily because I have my Audio Technicas that I use every day. But when I'm down in the office on Wednesday, these are what I'm rocking the entire day. They sound so good. Their noise canceling is better. It's just, I was like, yep, time to treat yourself, and I did. And I forget how good those things were. I use them again. They're still good. But yeah,
I'm coming. Yeah.
yeah. I all I know is that for me that was very debated on. Okay, the 8 gigs or 16 gigs, and I need like the sanity check behind it.
8 gigs. See, you giving me a sanity check about the Apple Watch, so 8 gigs.
Yeah. Man, and the Apple Watch, you can get the series, what is it, Series 7 or Series 8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. What series
You'll be
are
happy.
they on now?
I think they're on 7. Or no, is it 8? Oh, it's 8. I think this is a 7.
So 9 is coming out, what, maybe September?
Yeah, this is Series 7. So I think the other one came out as 8. So I think there might be a 9 coming out in September. There's a chance.
Apple Watch Series 9's release date. Yep, September 14th.
Yeah, they haven't
Wait.
announced it, but they'll probably
No.
announce it.
I'm sorry, you gave me the wrong answer.
Let's go to Apple and see what they have currently. I think they're on Series 8. The Ultra, yeah, they're on Series 8. The Ultra looks nice. I'm not gonna lie, it looks very nice. It's just that it's $799 for a freaking watch. That this thing is for like diving and stuff like that. Are you gonna be diving, Jason? No, you're not, dude. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding?
Sometimes
You're gonna be diving in server logs. That's what you're gonna be doing.
Sometimes when I go on missions.
Bruh. Yeah, in what? Call of Duty?
Oh my gosh.
All right, I know you gotta go. It's 11. I'm tired. I'm gonna go get my heart broken right now because the game is like literally tied right now.
Oh Lord, yeah, they lost.
Yeah, is it? I got 14 seconds left on mine.
Yeah.
It's still spinning. I can't see it. All right, fine, whatever.
Unless the Heat has
a miracle shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, man. Well,
All right, man.
It was fun. I'll see y'all next week. And I will see you later this week.
Right.
So, I'll cast out. Later, man.
Later, man.